Where the bloody hell have you been?
Well, just went to get the kids from school.
Well, the school's just round the bloody corner. How long does it take you to pick the bloody kids up, for Christ's sake?
Literally, we're only gone about 10 minutes.
Well, I've been home for half an hour and you weren't here when I got home.
Well,
No, I've just had enough of this, all the bullshit from you.
Hello?
Hello?
Is that the place?
Yes, it is.
My name is Yolanda Smith.
How may I help you?
Look, I think there's something going on at my neighbour's house. They've been fighting for hours. There's screaming and shouting, and there's kids. And the kids are screaming.
So how long's this been going on?
I just think someone should go there. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Kate, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm a bit distracted.
Why's that?
Oh, those noisy people over the road. Tracy and Jeff. They seem like such a nice couple, but they're always fighting. It's just getting out of hand. I called the police last night.
You did what?
I had to. They'd been going for hours. Screaming and shouting. You know, she told me not that long ago that he's such a control freak.
What do you mean a control freak?
She can't do anything. Even when she goes to pick the kids up, if she's not home when he gets there, there's bloody hell to pay.
That sounds awful.
I feel sorry for her, but, you know.
Well, why doesn't she just leave him?
Nah.
Why not?
Nah, she won't.
What?
She won't go. She said she's too frightened. Well, she told me that a while ago. Then she said that she couldn't let their little one play with ours, and she hasn't said anything to me since.
That doesn't sound good.
You know, I think she's just too frightened to say anything.
What about police intervention orders?
What? Police intervention orders. What are they?
Carol got one.
Carol? What, you're kidding?
No, it's true.
I thought that Carol and Barry were really happy.
He used to hit her all the time.
Oh, that creep. Oh, what a shame.
She got a police intervention order.
Police intervention orders. That's interesting. I'll let Tracy know if I get to talk to her again.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, there's someone at the door. I've got to go.
Okay, bye.
Oh, hi, Tracy. Come in.
No, I just came to apologise for all the noise last night. And the kids won't be coming to Luke's party. They're at my mum's place.
Oh, that's okay. What happened to you?
Oh, we had a fight. Got violent. The police turned up and Jeff's been arrested and charged with assault.
Oh, you poor thing. Come in for a minute. Come on. So, how are the kids?
They're all right, considering. Mum came and picked them up about an hour ago. Packed up for a night over there.
Oh, right. That's good of her.
Yeah.
So, the police came?
Yep, they took him away. They put something they call an intervention order on him. Well, it means he can't come back to the house.
Whatever?
Well, no, not till the court says he can.
So do you have to go to court?
Well, no, they said I can sign a statement called an
affidavit?
That's it. I might not have to go to court, but if I do, I don't have to be in the same room as him. They can do it from closed circuit TV.
When's that going to happen?
Next week.
Okay. So where's Jeff now?
Well, he's on bail, but he's not allowed to come in between 50 metres to the house. He's not allowed near me or the kids, which means he also can't go to his school or anywhere near my work.
Wow. But how can they stop him?
Well, if he turns up, they'll come and arrest him again, and he probably won't get bail.
Where is he staying?
I don't know. He's got a sister. I don't care. He has really hurt me this time, and he did it in front of the kids. That is unforgivable. He has been a control freak for years, and I'm not going to do it again.
Michael, here's another one of those police-issued intervention orders I was telling you about. Now, do you remember what you need to do?
I have to tell the Housing Trust, the Women and Children's Safety people, the list is on the computer.
That's right. Now, you need to make sure that they're all notified, especially in regards to the victim and the children, because they need to be protected.
Aren't they called protected persons?
Yes, they are, and you also need to remember that all these files go into a special court.
And is that the one when all the men have to go on the program?
Yes and no. The court is actually called a family violence court, and they are either ordered as part of the condition of the intervention order to attend, or they're invited to attend. Really all happens in court though.
And what's the program called?
The program is called a domestic violence prevention program. Now let's get on with these files. Does the victim need a video link up?
Video link? How does that work?
Well, if the victim is required to give evidence on the day, then we'll organise it through a video link, and that will be just set up in a different courtroom, and then that just means that they won't have to see the defendant face to face on the day.
It's like Skyping. I've got a mate that I Skype with.
Well, yes, okay, but let's get this lot finished, shall we?
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Oh, Carol, how are you?
Well, I've been better.
Oh, that's no good. Are you all right? What are you going to do?
I have to go to court next Tuesday.
You're going to court to get the intervention order yourself?
The police can do it, but...
I've heard that the police do them. I didn't know they could go to court on your behalf to get one as well.
Can you look after Ben on Tuesday morning?
Of course I can look after Ben for you.
Thank you.
Don't worry. It'll be lovely for the kids to play together again.
He's looking forward to coming around.
When will you drop him off?
About 9:30, and I'll only be a couple of hours.
Silence, please stand. In the matter of Jeff Brown.
Your Honour, Franks for the prosecution.
Yes, Miss Franks.
I have an affidavit here from Miss Brown, and there's a copy here for Mr. Brown.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, I've read the affidavit, but you'll probably want some chance to get some advice about all this. I can tell you what you can do today. You could consent to the order being in place, but what that means is that you can't apply to change it for at least a year. I can adjourn this while you get some advice.
Yes, I want that, Your Honour.
All right. Now, you've been charged with assault as well. That matter's been put off for 3 weeks' time. So what I'll do with this intervention order is I'll adjourn it to the same time. I just want to check the terms of the bail to make sure they're consistent with the terms of the intervention order. Okay, that's fine. Between now and the next time that you appear in court, there are a couple of things that we need to think about. You've been prevented from going near the house. Have you got somewhere to live?
I'm staying with my sister, but I'm the tenant in the house. Tracy should be kicked out. She isn't going to pay anything and I'll be stuck with it.
Well, I'm not going to sort out the tenancy arrangement today, but I can tell you that she can apply to have the lease transferred into her name. Is that going to happen, Miss Franks?
Your Honour, this incident only happened 2 nights ago, and we're still sorting out what we want to do in relation to that.
Right. I see the 2 children are also protected persons. Now, we normally sort out problems with seeing children in the family court system. What are you going to do about that, Mr. Brown?
I've got to talk to a lawyer about that. Your Honour, I've got all my tools and work gear in the house. What can I do about that?
I'll vary the order so you can go around at a time that is organised by the police to pick up your work tools.
And what about the other stuff?
Well, you can talk to your lawyer about that. We can sort out your work tools right now. Those other matters can be dealt with at a later time, but right now making sure you can get your tools so you can keep working. Now understand this, Mr. Brown, you are not allowed to talk to Mrs. Brown. You can't text her, email her, you cannot make any contact at all with her. You're not allowed to make any contact with her on Facebook or any sort of electronic communication. What I will write here is that you can contact Mrs. Brown, your wife, to discuss with her how you might see the children.
Your Honour, I haven't seen the kids since last Saturday and I don't know when I'll be able to see a lawyer. Legal aids say they may be able to get me one, but I don't know when. So when can I see my kids?
Well, Mr. Brown, I've read the affidavit of your wife, Mrs. Brown, and it says here that you grabbed her by the hair, you hit her head against the wall, you slapped her across the face so hard that she needed medical treatment. You twisted her arm so badly she needed medical treatment in relation to her arm as well. And all of this while she was trying to protect the children.
That's bullshit.
Well, if this is going to be contested, we'll get you a trial date within a few months.
So what about my kids? When can I see my kids?
Mr. Brown, you're going to have to learn to manage your relationships better. What we do offer here at the court is a domestic violence prevention program, and it teaches men how to handle their relationships better. And Mr. Brown, I think that you should complete that program. It will give you a much better understanding of your relationship with Mrs. Brown, and if it goes well, you complete the program, then it will help you and it'll help everyone. Now, I'm asking you on the way out to get a contact number to make an appointment for an assessment to see whether you are suitable for that program. In the meantime, though, Mr. Brown, you are not able to see your children unless you and Mrs. Brown can work something out that the court will agree with. You can go through the family court, but that system does take a lot longer. You can wait until there's a trial in this court and decide what really happened and who's responsible for what. Now, we're going to adjourn this matter to the 9th of February at 9:30 a.m. That's the same date as your assault charge, Mr. Brown. And Mr. Brown, what I'm asking you is, do you understand what has happened here today? Because I have varied the order, I'm going to ask you to get it, I'm going to get it typed up and we'll give it to you before you leave. You'll have to wait for a while before that happens. You need to contact the police so you can arrange a time to attend at the house so that you can pick up your tools and keep working. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
In the matter of Carol Stone.
Your Honour, Ms Stone attended the police station and alleged domestic abuse by her partner, and we're seeking an interim intervention order today. I'll hand up Ms Stone's affidavit.
Thank you.
Mrs Stone is here if you have any questions, Your Honour. You'll see from the affidavit that there are allegations of a long history of controlling behaviour by Mr Stone. Mrs Stone alleges that he hasn't allowed her access to money, that he discourages her from going out and meeting friends, and that he doesn't let her have her friends in the home. She says that Mr Stone demands to know where she's been every time that she leaves the house. Your Honour, there's also a history of occasional assaults, but they're some time ago. It's more the threat of violence that appears to be used to control her. She says that her husband has told her that if she goes to the police, he'll kidnap the children and kill them. And, Your Honour, apparently he killed Mrs Stone's pet dog approximately 2 years ago. Ms Stone's moved out of the house last night and she's currently staying at a women's shelter with her children.
Thank you, Ms Franks. Ms Stone, I've read the affidavit that the prosecutor has put before the court, and I'm satisfied that without an intervention order, you will suffer ongoing abuse. I am prepared to grant the interim intervention order and have a number of conditions. Mr Stone is to be removed from the house. He is not to be in the vicinity of where you live or work. And Mrs Stone, he's not to approach closer than 50 metres from you. He's not allowed to assault, threaten, harass or intimidate you or contact you by any means, and that includes texting, emailing or any contact by Facebook. Now, I see that there are young children here. I'll ask the prosecutor, what is Mrs Stone's attitude to Mr Stone seeing the children?
No, definitely not. He said if I left him, he'd kill them.
Well, I think we should include the children as protected persons in this order to stop him going near them at school or any other place. Ms Stone, I'll explain this to you. The order will be served on Mr Stone in the next few days. You can expect that he will be upset and you need to discuss what you need to do about your safety with the police. He will be summoned to appear before the court next week, and if he contests the matter, then you will have to give evidence about this matter. If you are not comfortable giving evidence in this courtroom, because he'll be in here, we can organise for you to give evidence in another courtroom or indeed another court building via CCTV on the video link up. Have you got any questions?
No, thank you.
Right. Thank you, Ms Stone.
In the matter of Tom Allen?
Your Honour, Mr Allen is 12 weeks into the 26-week domestic violence program. His matters were adjourned for 3 months to allow him to participate in that program, and you'll see that there's a progress report on file, Your Honour.
Yes, thank you, Ms Franks. I've read the report. Mr Allen, you're making good progress on the program. The report's very positive. How are you finding the program?
It's quite hard, but I'm finding I'm getting a lot out of it.
Your Honour should know that the protected person, Mr Allen's partner Raylene, has come to court today. She's just in the back of the court here. She's told me that they're now reconciled, and she would like to have the order varied so that they can resume living together.
And Ms Franks, are you satisfied that she is making this choice without any pressure or duress from Mr Allen or anyone else?
Yes, Your Honour. The police family violence officer has spoken with her and everything seems to be okay at the moment.
Okay, I'm prepared to vary the order, but Mr Allen, it is still a condition that you not assault, threaten, harass or intimidate your partner. If she has any trouble, she can call the police and you'll be arrested again straight away. Do you understand that?
Yes, thank you.
It is still a condition that you complete the program that you're on. Thank you, Mr Allen.
This presentation was about intervention orders that can be issued by the police or the court to improve the safety of women and children who've suffered from domestic violence. In Tracy's case, police issued an intervention order on the spot. Jeff was arrested and taken away immediately. He was charged and given bail and was unable to come back to the house. Not all orders have to be issued in a crisis. Carol decided to take her own action. She went to the police, made her complaint, and the police on her behalf went to court for a court-issued intervention order. The men involved in domestic violence can get help. The court can order them to take part in a program designed to change their behaviour. Domestic violence doesn't discriminate. It happens in all cultures. If you are a victim of domestic violence, you can contact your local police station or seek legal advice from the Legal Services Commission. For information about support and counselling, phone 1800 800 098.